Hey everyone, it's your favorite host, Marcus Norman of Gentleman Style Podcast Show. And today I am excited about who we're interviewing today. I had to get fancy for this gentleman because this man is hailing all the way from the UK. He's incredible, amazing, and insightful. And he's going to speak on a trade, a skill that I think is absolutely necessary, especially to us gentlemen. Mr. Alex Rose is a fine tailoring master. He has more than 50 years of experience in the clothing industry, from wholesale tailoring to high quality uniform and staff clothing. A master tailor with a fresh and novel approach to traditional men's tailoring. He has tailored for all kinds of celebrities, all kinds of pop stars, athletes across the globe, and he is here blessing us on the Gentleman Style Podcast stage. His mission is to make every client look and feel great, whatever their size, whatever their body shape, and I say I'm shapely. So a custom tailored suit and a custom tailored jacket is what sets the bar, and what really, it's like a fine haircut. It's a fine shave, a fine haircut is what sets the tone of the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and hopefully the rest of your life. Because Mr. Rose has quality fabrics and quality materials, and he works with some of the best tailors all over the UK, helping us define who we are. I think a custom tailored jacket defines who you are, and it represents who you are. And he's going to help us explain why and shake some of the novelty off of some of the questions that we've had. And we're bringing him on the Gentleman Style Podcast stage today. So you all won't want to miss 1 second of this incredible man. Here we go. Help me welcome to the stage Mr. Alex Harold Rose. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the Gentleman Style Podcast Show.
Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us today. This is epic. This is huge. I'm excited to have you here. You look sharp, sir. What do we have behind you? What do we have behind you? I know that you're an artist. Explain some of your art for us.
Well, the thing is that quality and the construction of a garment is something which is paramount, which is the foundation of the garment. And our jackets are made with padded lapels, floating chest piece, and a quality interlining. It's something that you won't necessarily get off the peg, because what we have built into our garments is longevity. Sometimes it's a bit counterproductive, because clients tell me, well, I'm still wearing the same jacket you made me 10 years ago. It just goes on and on. Also, we have different things which we can do, which is semi-constructed style, or we can do club blazers, which this was for golf championship for Ballantine's whiskey. This was for a promotion in Scotland. My background is garment manufacturing, so I have an understanding of garment construction, how garments go together, and what I'm doing is combining tradition with technology and giving customers a personalized tailoring experience. What I using Zoom, Teams, etc., I can literally reach out to almost anybody, any size or shape. I've developed a unique way of being able to measure people online, taking into account their existing jackets. We would send out free cloth samples. The thing is that not many companies will actually offer you a unique tailoring experience, because I actually believe in fitting the mind before you fit the body.
Absolutely.
The reason why is you could have a jacket that you think fits you, but there's something niggling about it that's not quite right. So after a client has selected the cloth and the style, decided to buy the jacket, I would actually have a Zoom meeting with them to go through the style, the measurements, what they've got, what they like and dislike about their jacket. And when they actually stand in front of on the camera, I can judge their body shape, whether they've got sloping shoulders, a prominent chest, prominent stomach, head forward, etc. Our garments are all European made, and many Savile Row tailors of London share the same workrooms as we do.
I love that. I noticed something. I've been on the website, and you guys got to peruse this website and check it out. He has an actual dedicated app, so you can take the measurements yourself, if you have the expertise. And I love the fact that you guys even send out a tape measure if I don't have one. I really appreciate that, and I love that. Every gentleman should have a tape measure on hand, on standby. He fits the definition of fine tailoring and gentleman collection. I love the collection of the English Riviera Exeter. I love the fabric. And he's not kidding, y'all. He sends you samples. I love the samples, and these samples come out with that fine personalized touch. And I really love the personalization and customization of this. And it really puts me in the driver's seat of choosing my own destiny. That's how I felt. That's the feeling I have. And like I said, the English Riviera Exeter is my favorite. Mr. Harold, what's your favorite, if you can share? What's your favorite fabric collection?
Well, being rather a kind of conservative guy, I actually prefer more straightforward, plainish cloths. There's one range here from Holland and Sherry, which is a pure wool with cashmere, which is, how do I put it? I regard cloth like a fine wine. It's something to be savoured and treasured. It isn't just any old cloth. Every time I feel a cloth, it talks to me. When I look at a garment, it talks to me about how it was made, and so on and so forth. So I actually prefer personally more traditional, plain, rather than, dare I say, the English Riviera type of cloth. But that's the beauty of the selection we have, because we've got cloths of every weight, every description. We even have one called Jacob's wool, which is quite a heavy cloth. It's an ecology cloth. It comes from a special breed of sheep called the Jacob's wool, which is the ugliest looking sheep you would ever see. The cloth is, the sheep is sheared, and the cloth is woven all within a 10-mile radius of Huddersfield in West Yorkshire, England. So it's really an ecology cloth, because there are no chemicals at all involved in its production.
I'm glad that you brought up the sheep. He said ugliest sheep you've ever seen. I wanted to ask, why is there seem to be a preference? I noticed in some of these samples and the jacket material and on your website, because your website depicts the various collections of cloth material that you have. I notice a huge emphasis on wool, whereas in the United States, a lot of our fabrics are made of cotton. So can you explain why the preference to wool, or what are the difference between wool and cotton? Is wool a superior fabric, or why not cotton?
Well, put it this way. Wool is a natural fiber which, if it's creased, it has a crease retention and a crease recovery. Cotton is obviously a natural plant that's grown. So therefore, when you if it gets creased, you actually have to either iron it or press it to get rid of the creases. The only way to describe it is that if you get a ball of wool, like knitting wool, and you squeeze it in your hand, it has a natural tendency to jump out. Well, you can't squash it. Whereas with wool and linen, you can squash it. And also, by having, say, a super lightweight wool, if you're going into a business meeting, you want to look in as pristine, as sharp as possible, and not like a sack of potatoes.
I appreciate not looking like a sack of potatoes. Like I said, Mr. Harold Rose, y'all, master tailor on the show. What got you into tailoring? You have an incredible mind. You could have been anything, done anything. Why go into tailoring?
Because my dad wanted me to go into the family business. So consequently, I left school. I went to college to study garment production. I eventually inherited the family business and created one of the most modern privately owned clothing factories in the UK. When I was a kid, I used to go out with my dad. We were a trade supplier producing around about 40,000 custom-made suits to the trade. People used to say, like, what's Harold going to do when he leaves school? So he said, he pulled out of his pocket a thimble and he said, I'm saving this for him. And I still have the thimble that he saved for me. So that's why I'm in the clothing trade. It's something that I'm very, very passionate about, in creating garments where the client puts it on, smiles, and says to me, "Thank you very much."
I love that. I love that. I feel like there's not enough tailors, custom tailors, true tailors around anymore. I feel like your profession, your skill, but it's still absolutely necessary. Mr. Rose, can you give us how custom, on your website, how custom are these jackets? How detailed can these jackets be? Because these are made custom to every order. There's not a rack of already made. You're gonna buy. Does it fit your size? So how detailed do these jackets get?
Well, in the garments, the jackets are actually cut out by computer. So consequently, it's like a sophisticated CAD system whereby the garment is cut out. So therefore, hopefully when it comes to a repeat order, apart from any tweaking, we can replicate exactly the same thing again. Because with hand cutting, it depends which side of the chalk line the cutter's actually doing. In the tailoring system, there are approximately about 150 different variations we can actually do with the width of the shoulder, the length of the back, the figuration, whether somebody's erect, stooping, got sloping shoulders, prominent stomach, sway back, prominent seat. etc. I could rattle them off all day.
I wanted to ask the question. Let's say, because you just said it, right? These are custom tailored, so they're designed with me in mind and my shape. What if I gain weight? What if I lose weight? Is there is there some wiggle room in the
Yeah,
customization?
because all the jackets are cut with inlays in the centre back. So therefore, there is some allowance to let out the jacket. Obviously, if somebody gains an enormous amount of weight, it makes rather problematic, but it is possible to adjust the jackets up or down as the case may be.
Absolutely.
I would just add the reason why online in face-to-face meetings here we would offer the whole range of suits, jackets, trousers, etc. But online it's only jackets. The reason for this is because I can visually see how the client is with a jacket. With trousers, they're rather more difficult to fit remotely because it's actually understanding the customer's particular shape. For argument's sake, he may want very slim trousers, but is a sportsman with very big thighs, etc. So that's rather more problematic to do. So what we want to do is try to achieve as much perfection as we can with a tried and tested method.
I love that. I love that. You're not gonna get this anywhere else, y'all. Uniqueness, quality, high quality. Do you have any Gucci or Louis Vuitton or any fabrics like that?
The most we have some a few Loro Piana. We also, our main supplier of fabrics, apart from several Yorkshire mills, is Holland and Sherry of Savile Row. They are old established cloth merchants. We also deal with many other English cloth merchants and mills. What I'm actually more concerned about with cloth is whether I actually consider the cloth value for money and fit for purpose, rather than just really having a brand name which is expensive, but I don't really consider would make up well, and it wouldn't really necessarily always meet my criteria of hopefully giving the clients value for money.
Absolutely, absolutely. I wanted to ask this point here because you talk about this on your LinkedIn page. Does wearing a tie or a suit make me more creditable?
Yes.
How so?
I'll give you a very simple. A few months ago, I was driving through central London, and I wanted to go to the bathroom. Right, I walked into parked the car, walked into a 5-star hotel, obviously suited and booted, and the doorman said, "Good morning, sir," and I came out a few minutes later and he said, "Thank you very much. I hope to see you again." Now, had I gone in there wearing a sweatshirt and a pair of jeans, the doorman would have said, good morning, sir. Can I help you at all?" But the point was, because of my appearance, he did not question me at all. So that is the way, because when you're wearing a tie, you assume that you're giving your kind of mark of authority, but it's only in the right sort of circumstances, because you wouldn't necessarily turn up to a sports event wearing a suit, shirt and tie. You have to wear your clothes according to the occasion that demands it.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And I love how that I want to stick right here with the emotions behind a custom suit. Just like a haircut, just like a clean shave. Can you describe the emotion you feel when you put on that suit? What do you feel? How does it make you feel as a man?
It puts a spring in your step.
Mm.
Because it's separating your casual life, if that's out of working hours life, to your business life. It's rather like going to a restaurant. I don't know if what you call it in the States, but in England it would be kind of silver service, where there's a pristine white tablecloth and the waiters are in some form of uniform, and the beautiful cutlery, etc. And it's a five-star restaurant. And if you go there wearing a t-shirt and a pair of shorts, you're not doing justice to the ambience and place that you're actually going to. And also, if you're going for a job interview, it's how you appear, because people make a judgment before you open your mouth. One of my clients is the chief prosecuting lawyer for the north of England. And I was talking to him about this, and he said, many people who appear in court, if they actually appeared wearing smartly dressed, the chances are that the judge would say, and if the guy says, look, I'm turning over a new leaf, the chances are he would either get a discharge or lenient sentence or whatever, because he's showing that he's made the effort. He said, unfortunately, most of those sort of people actually appear in court as if they've just got out of bed.
That's so true. Appearance is everything. I just like what you said with job interviews. I think one of the things when I came to the United States, the continental United States, I've always been a U.S. citizen, but when I came to the continental United States, all my life, I've been applying for jobs and getting jobs primarily basis because I show up for the job. So I dress professionally, I dress well. I remember sitting down in an interview, and the gentleman before me was in some ripped jeans, and he was in a t-shirt and he's showing up for a very professional position, right? We all were. And I remember him walking in and in 1 minute he was being walked out of the building by the interviewer. And when the interviewer came back, he expressed that you weren't even dressed for the position. I'm not even going to waste the time to talk to you about the job. And so it goes without saying, dress for the ambiance, dress for the occasion, right? And even if you're not, my first interview ever in job, I was interviewing to work at a bank in my home. And I didn't have a suit. I was a young boy out of high school, and all I had was my prom tuxedo. So I showed up to this interview in a prom tuxedo, very with the flails, the bow tie, the high shoulders, the customization. And needless to say, I got the interview because they remembered me. I was the only 16-year-old, 17-year-old man overdressed for the position, and they remembered me and they remembered my application. So true. Very, very true, Mr. Rose. And that's what you do. That's what you allow men to feel. And that's what you give through the experience. It really makes a man. It really changes the atmosphere around you, and it changes you inside when you put on a nice suit jacket, a nice custom tailor suit. And I am going to work to get more custom suits. The hard part is staying in shape to make sure I fit them. That's the hard part there for me. Mr. Rose, how long does it take the whole process from beginning to end? So I place an order, I give you my measurements, whether it be through the application or we do a Zoom call where I give you my measurement, or I submit my measurements on the website. How long from beginning to end will it take for me to get a custom suit?
Custom jacket, about 6 weeks.
5 to 6 weeks. Forgive me. And yes, custom jacket. I have to make that distinction. It's not a full blown suit. We do custom jackets on this website. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Mr. Rose, what is your favorite books to read? You're a distinguished gentleman. You're very intellectual. What are your favorite books to read?
I enjoy history.
Really?
Because we are where we are today, because of events which happened a long time ago, and without being political, the current events in the world are there because of what went on in the past, which has developed into the way we are today. So I enjoy history and genealogy.
Love it, love it, love it. What is your favorite part about what you do? What do you like the most? What is your favorite thing to do?
Create orders and have happy customers. When somebody says, really help me get a job.
Love it, love it, love it. Mr. Rose, I love this and I love what you're doing, and I appreciate and thank you for what you do, because it's absolutely necessary.
Could I just say one other thing?
Absolutely.
Right. I don't know if you can actually see it, but you can have your name monogrammed in the lining, if you can see that. Yes. And also I can even have your name put on the button.
Custom.
It's personally engraved with your name, etc. So the jacket is as unique as a snowflake, and I doubt if there is anybody anywhere that is currently offering the same level of care, attention, quality, and etc. anywhere.
No, nowhere. And that's what I like about what you do, and I appreciate what you are doing through Alex Rose, is that it's high quality, good material, lasting material, makes a statement, very bold. Like I said, my favorite is very bold, very stand out. It's going to catch someone's eye, right? But it's not you're not going to find this anywhere, right? And I think growing up in the Virgin Islands, for me, that was everyone's goal, to have the product, have the jacket that I'm not going to show up to a dinner event or a gala and someone else is going to be wearing the same thing I'm wearing. I want to be the only one at this event with what I'm wearing. And that's what Alex Rose does. That's what Mr. Hal Rose and his team does, is truly, authentically you.
Yeah.
Huge. How can we find you? How can we connect with you? How can we learn more, Mr. Rose?
Well, either email me, harold@alexrose.uk, or I'm on WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and dare I say, all the usual channels.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Connect. And for those of you ready to make a purchase right now, go to www.alexrose.uk. Get connected. Check out some of the materials. Again, quality materials. This is the jacket that's built to last a lifetime. This is the jacket that you may be able to hand down to your sons, generations to come, and always stand out and always be ready to make a statement. And so I love that. Mr. Rose, you've made so many nuggets today. Thank you for giving back. Thank you for sharing. This is incredible. You're incredible, sir. Thank you for what you do. Powerful. Well, we got to let Mr. Rose go. He has many more suits to tailor and many more jackets to make. Busy man, busy professional. Like I said, over 50 years of professionalism, expertise, and really making a statement. And I can't wait. You all connect with him. Let's put that website back on the screen. For, again, audio listeners, www.alexrose.uk. Like we end every show, take care of your friends, take care of your family, and always take care of business. This is Marcus, your favorite gentleman, and Mr. Howard Rose, Master Tailor, signing off.